Geez, BBQ, we back at it for another one, man. Today we got Bayou Cajun smoked brisket. Let's get straight into it. First off, we're gonna go ahead and get this brisket out this package. So we got a Angus beef USDA choice brisket coming in and tipping the scales at 14.9 pounds. We got this joint from Sam's Club. Members Mark. So first off, we're gonna go ahead, get this brisket out the cryo pack, trim it up, inject it, rub it down, season it, icebox, smoke it, rest it, slice it, enjoy it. Let's get started. Got that brisket washed down. Now it's time to trim this bad boy. We're gonna go ahead and trim off some of that hard fat right here. And you see that silver skin? We wanna go ahead and get that down on this side. Then on the fat cap side, we want to trim that fat down to a 1/4 inch. Right, on this brisket, I'm gonna try to keep as much of the meat as possible. Right, this is not a competition. This is just for the fam. I'm not going to make it aerodynamic and all that. I want to keep as much of that meat for that good old enjoying. I'm not going to cut out the whole decal. We're going to leave in a little bit of that decal, man. I like that fat. So let's get the trimming. Got that brisket all trimmed up. Look at them fat trimmings. Go ahead and make some good old tallow out of that. We use to rehydrate this baby when we wrap it. Let's go ahead and get to the injection. Yes, sir. Time to inject this bad boy. We got that Tony's Creole style butter. Yes, sir. We're gonna go ahead and give this brisket a Botox treatment. Let's get started. Make sure you inject that brisket all over. Get that point and that flat. Look how that. Once it starts coming out, you want to reposition the needle. Make sure you get it all over there. Make sure you get it right at the top of that point. Yes, sir. Juice her up. You want to make sure you get every part of that brisket, especially down in that flat. Help it so it don't dry out while you're cooking. Got that bad boy all injected. Yes, sir. Look at it oozing out. That nice Creole butter, man. That's going to give it a real nice flavor. We don't stop here. After we got that injection done, now that we got that injection done, gonna go ahead and hit it with that binder. We're using that Louisiana Crystal hot sauce. Go ahead and get that all over. Go ahead and rub that in for the binder. Help the season stick better. Got that binder all over. Yes, sir. Look at that, man. This joint smells amazing. That hot sauce. Go ahead and hit it with a light coat of that black pepper as that first season. Just a nice generous coat all over that brisket. This helps prepare that bark, man. I need to get me another black pepper. I'm running out. Make sure you get both sides. Light coat of that black pepper. Now we ready to hit it with that Bayou Cajun rub, man. This stuff smells amazing. Let's go ahead and season her up. We want to hit it with a generous coat of that Bayou Cajun. Cover that whole thing up. We don't want to see no red meat. All we want to see is season. Make sure you get the point, the flat, under that decal where you cut the piece of that decal out. Season that bad boy down. Can't go wrong. What they say, pop, 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 pop. Got that brisket all seasoned up. Look at it, it's beautiful. Yes, sir. All over. And it's glory and magnificent. Well, you know the deal now. Icebox overnight, Pit Boss bright and early in the morning. It's time to light that grill up, baby. That Pit Boss Lockhart Platinum. Just love them pellet grills. Easy start. Hit that on button. Once it starts smoking, crank the temp. Today we're gonna be using them Pit Boss all natural hardwood BBQ pellets. That mesquite blend. It's 5 a.m. Early bird gets the worm. Let's get to cooking. Yes, sir. That smoke's rolling now. Set that bad boy to temp. We're gonna have the grill at 425. The smoke is gonna be right around 250. Look how that smoke's coming out of there. Let's go ahead and fill these pellets up. While the grill's rising up in temp, we'll go ahead and get that hydration pan. It's gonna sit right underneath the brisket. I'm gonna go ahead and put about 3/4 a gallon of water in there. That's good. And then I'm gonna add some brews for some extra flavor. Add them bad boys right in there. Keep that brisket moist. Keep the smoke chamber nice and hydrated. And add them bad boys in. I'm at about four beers with that water. Bring it up right around a gallon of liquid in there. You know, them drippings are going to drop on down in here. It's going to steam up. Catch that. We're going to throw a little bit of that essence in that brisket when we wrap it up. I'm trying to tell y'all, with a little tallow, y'all do not know. This joint is ready to be crazy. Yes, sir. Let's get ready to throw that brisket on. Yes, sir. That brisket been resting overnight. Ready to throw that bad boy on. Look at that joint. I'm trying to tell you, this joint smells amazing. That Tony's injectable butter, that hot sauce, and that Bayou Cajun seasoning. This joint. Let's go ahead and throw it on the grill. We're gonna throw that fat cap down. All right, I just threw that brisket on. Fat cap down. I put the point closer to the firebox. Yes, sir. Look at that. You want to make sure you square it up. How you place it on there is how it's going to cook. Going ahead and throw that probe in. It's smoking time, baby. We're going to let it rest. We're going to let it smoke till we hit 165 internal. And we're going to come wrap this bad boy. Happy smoking. Look at that bad boy. It's about 9:30 right here. It's been cooking for a good 4 hours. We about 140 internal. So we got about 25 more degrees to go before we wrap her up. This is going to be 10-12 hour cook. Yes, sir. Look at that bark starting to form. Looking pretty. Got some beef tallow here from my last brisket cook. Ready to throw it in this pan. Let that smoke on down with that brisket until we add it in when we do our wrapping, baby. Take it out of here. Man, this stuff smells amazing. If you don't use beef tallow, you can buy it or make it yourself. This stuff is awesome. There that brisket is. Look at it. We hitting the star, baby. We still another hour later and we still only went up 1 degree. You know you got to fight that star sometimes. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this right in the back. Let that smoke on down while we fight our way through this stall. Just hit that internal temp. A 165, man. We had a rough one with this, baby. We was riding the stall out for 4 hours. It took us 4 hours to get from 155 to 165, man. So let's go ahead and get that pink butcher's paper and wrap this bad boy up. Got that butcher paper laid out. Went ahead and got that tallow, poured some down, ready to set that brisket right on top of that bad boy. Yes, sir. Got that brisket on there. Look how that bad boy is sitting. I went ahead and poured some of that essence from that drippings pan on top of there. Now I'm gonna finish up with a little more of that beef tallow. You can never go too wrong. I'm trying to tell y'all, once y'all had it like this, you never go back. That beef tallow changes the game. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Got that baby all wrapped up. We back on the pit boss. Sir, I threw that probe in there. We lost a couple degrees while wrapping, but it's all good. We'll see you back at 205. Let's hit that internal temp, 205. We're gonna take that probe out and take this bad boy and let it rest. This was a long cook, man. It's 7:30 right now. Yes, sir. We've been resting that brisket since 7:30. Now, 1 o'clock in the morning, man. That joint's still billowing heat out. Look at that bad boy. Let's go ahead and slice her up, man. Had to go do my thing. The brisket had to continue to rest, man. The longer it rests, the better it is. Look at that bad boy. See that juice flying out of there? Look at all that good tallow and everything. Let's go cut a slice for slice. This brisket is smacking, man. Know what else to say? That Bayou Cajun brisket. It's on point. Expire. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We eating brisket. I don't know what to say, but with that being said,